So in this video, I will be talking about a piece of equipment that I recently got that's not necessarily a need, but I wanted it because of the sheer number of things that I can do with it and how it actually made lighting on location a lot simpler and, dare I say, even cheaper. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So before anything else, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel and would want to learn more about off-camera flash photography or maybe just photography in general, then this channel is for you. So you might want to consider subscribing, and while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see some of my images, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. So one of the things that normally bothers me when I'm shooting on location is the fact that I don't have power, especially for shooting in the forest or by the beach. It's really dependent, my lights are all dependent on battery power. And if you guys have been following the channel, you know that I've been using a lot of continuous light lately, especially when I want to shoot in the evening. But one problem with that one is the fact that since this continuous light, a few models like the Nanlite Forza series can be powered via V-mount batteries. Some of the other lights like the Nanlite FS series, which I personally like because they're a lot lighter to bring and give softer light, they can only run via AC power. Now that might not really be such a big problem. That's why I was saying this piece of tech that I was able to get is not necessarily a need, but let me show you why it's something that I really wanted. This is the EcoFlow River. What is this EcoFlow River? Basically, it is a portable generator that's lithium-ion powered. So with this one can actually power everything that I wanted to power, from my laptop, from my lights to charging my phone, and it comes at a fraction of the cost of the standard V-mount batteries. Let me show you. So inside the box, sorry you can't see me now, let me show you. This is the usual charging cables and all the documentations. We'll go through that later. And then let's open it up. Here is the EcoFlow River. All right, here you go. See, it's not really big. The box is just misleading, but it's tiny. It's the size of it's actually smaller than a car battery. And the nice thing about this one is that it already has built-in, this is the EcoFlow River, it's got a built-in 288 watt per hour lithium-ion battery. So what does that really equate to? In other words, it gives you about 600 watts on the AC outlet here. So you've got two AC outlets here. So let's say, for example, I wanted to power my Nanlite FS 300. So that's 300 watts. Technically, I should be able to power that for about 2 hours at full power. But I'll get into the details of how this thing works and how intelligent it is later. But think about it this way. That's why I said it could be cheaper. I have the Nanlite Forza 300B, which can be powered via two V-mount batteries, and the V-mount batteries that I need to use are the high-power V-mount batteries. In other words, I think the 136 watt per hour, and this one's already at 288. Now, those V-mount batteries are quite expensive. They're about 15,000 pesos each, or about $300. This thing is 18,000 pesos, or approximately $350. And there's so many things that you could put here. The only downside, of course, compared to the V-mount batteries is that this is quite bigger. But it's not big enough for you to say that it is such a task for you to carry around. Okay? And another thing, the Forza 300B is about, give or take, $1,000 when you compare it to the FS series. For the same spec, bicolor and 300 watts, you can get it for $400. So with that already, you're saving money by just getting this and the FS, plus you have so many applications. So, but actually that's deviating from why I really love this so much, right? So this one can easily power my laptops. It can power, again, my light. It can charge all my batteries. It's got here, you can see here, it's got 3 USB-A ports and 1 USB-C port. It's even got a flashlight here. And you've got your DC input here. There, you can see it here. There. This one can actually be used, well, this one was really built for camping. So this one is the one that can power those refrigerators that are DC powered. Then, as I showed you earlier, you have here the two outlets. This is basically the AC powered outlet, and the charging ports are right here. In other words, how to charge it. You can charge it either three ways, I think. You can charge it via solar, you can charge it via your car DC outlet, or you can charge it via the AC outlet. Now, the AC outlet is always the quicker version, the quicker way to charge it. Now, so let's turn this one on. So all you have to do is turn it on here, and it immediately tells you how many hours is left, how much percentage of battery you still have, and the wattage that you're actually using. So let me test it out. Let me get my phone here. Okay. So if I plug my phone right here, automatically it's gonna show me the number of watts it's drawing and how many hours is left. So you can see here, it's basically getting 2 watts of power. It can last me 25, 26. So it will actually intelligently tell you exactly how much power is left. So this is the River Max. Okay. So again, here in the box, it comes with all the necessary outlets that you need for the AC and of course for the car. And one beautiful thing about this one is that it actually charges really fast. I think about 1.6 hours and you're already fully charged. So why is it now a need more than a want? Obviously, you don't really need it. I'm sorry, why is it a want more than a need? Obviously, you don't really need it too much if you have access to a lot of AC outlets, or if most of the battery or most of the lights that you have are battery powered. However, it is a good want. It's a nice to have, because let's say, for example, I am in the church, and the church normally doesn't allow us to plug in our LED lights in their AC outlets. Having this with me, I am now able to bring in my 300 watt LED lights, and I could really light up the church, especially if it is a very dark church. It is enough to last at least the whole of the ceremony, which is going to be about an hour. Or let's say, for example, I'm on location and there is no outlet and I wanted a bit of fog. Maybe I could even plug in a small fog machine on this one, or a small smoke machine. Or I could plug in my lights. Or if it's an extended shoot, I can use this to charge my batteries. I can use it to charge my laptop. I can use it to power an electric fan. So there's so many uses for this one, especially with photography. That's why it's a definite one. Now, if it's really a need, maybe it's not really an essential thing, but it is something that I would personally want to keep in my kit all the time. Now, you might say that, okay, 288 watts per hour is a good amount of battery already, but there's another option for this one. This is the River Max, but I also got the extension. Sorry, this is the EcoFlow River. By putting this one, it now becomes the River Max. This River Max is basically just another battery. The nice thing about this one is that all you have to do is get the battery out, like this one. Here you go. This is the battery. Here, it's an additional battery. And all you have to do is really unscrew all these things here, take this one out, put it in, and then put this back. And it doubles the power. It also doubles the battery. So basically from 288 watts per hour, it becomes 576. So it doubles the battery life too. So the only downside with having the River Max is that obviously it becomes a lot heavier, a lot more cumbersome to bring. That's why you have an option to just use this one as is, or if you know that you really need that extra juice, you could always install this and give this one double the power. So I'm very excited actually to put this to the test. I've actually tried it powering up some of my LED lights, and I know for a fact that eventually this one will really find its way to be an essential part of my kit. But as of now, I'm just saying that it's not really a need, but however, you would want it the moment you understand or you see how many applications this thing has for you as a photographer Okay, so if you guys have any questions regards to this products, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And of course, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell while you're at it. Okay, so if you guys want to see some of my images, you could also find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.